Hello mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game. Hi everyone, I'm Elif. I'm a mercenary pathfinder. I'm a member of the mercenary family, and I'm here to blow shit up. My level's an 8 out of 10. Might not seem much like you, but trust me, I point, aim, and that's right, it blows shit up. My charge speed is 50. It's pretty average, but again, I'm fairly intense when needed. I deal 255% damage to the target and the nearby enemies. The caster and nearby allies are immune to the new status ailment for 3 turns. This effect just can't be cleared. Why? Because I'm a mercenary and I blow shit up. That's my job. And, people, I am good at it.
And Ginger's rule!
Ginger's rule!
Hola, puzzle combaters. ¿Cómo estás? It's still Catterday here. Yay, Catterday. Alright, so in celebration of the upcoming Merc event, and from that introduction, I bet you've deduced that we're going to talk about this lady here. And Ginger's rule! They really do. It's a thing, honest. They are awesome. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, so this is the Merc that pops out of the summon gate the most for me. I think I've had 6 or 7, and I've kept 2 that I've leveled. Did I keep a third one? I can't remember, but I do like this hero. She's a fun hero. So her special is pretty good. She's only average speed, which is kind of sucky, and she's right at the 49-50 breakpoint to become average. So that's, even with a speed weapon, it's not gonna help her, but there aren't really any speed weapons in green anyway, so can't make her functionally faster. She'll stay at that average speed, but that's okay, because she's still a good all-around hero. And with that, let's get into her hero rating. So from Grak's list, she has a B. He's got her rated as 3 average across the board, so offense, defense, war machine. In all honesty, I favor her sometimes over Ox, especially on offense. Well, I only use them on offense because I don't need 4-star heroes on defense anymore. I'm not at that stage now. I'm past that stage, which is awesome. So you guys will get past that stage at some point too, when you get more 5-star heroes in your rosters. So that's something to look forward to for sure. But I do use her a ton on events and that, and now the new tourneys as well. And even though she's a B rating and Ox is an A rating, I tend to favor her for a lot of different reasons. And that being immune to new status ailments for 3 turns is one reason why. So she makes a good flank. She's actually decent on defense. That's not a bad defensive stat there. If you check that out, that's the 627 is really not a bad. So she'll hold up well and can take some hits, right? Whereas some others can't. And I agree with Ox's A rating. Would I put Elif at an A rated hero? I'm not sure, but she sure is freaking handy. And you compare her up with, of course, master weapons, which we'll get into, and there are some weapons that will help her, but overall the green weapons are kind of sucky in this game. I don't know, they hate the color green for some reason. It's funny that they put so many speed weapons and dodge weapons in red and yellow, for instance, but they don't really give the same to the greens. There's a hell of a lot of greens with armor damage, as we'll see in a few minutes. So, alright, you also have family bonus here. So, she's a member of the Merc family. 10% damage when attacking a weaker element. Receive 10% damage when attacked by a stronger element. So, that is kind of sucky to get hit by red. She'll take more damage, but they also receive bonuses in the Merc event. So the more Merc heroes that you do have and can make teams with while competing in that event, the better sometimes. So 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5 heroes, then you got extra attack 4 through 20 and extra defense 4 through 20 as well. I do have the blue guy, Welshing. I always want to call him Welshie, like Star Trek. I'm going to start calling him Welshie, I think. So I have paired those two together sometimes in the event. And that's a pretty wicked combination. And then, of course, the ones that have been able to snag Blunderbutt. You throw her in there with this one, and you can take advantage of the family bonus there too as well, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll go any higher with her special skill, because that to me, I've taken a look at some of them, and you just kind of have to look as you're going along. Some of them add more to the skill than this. Like, to me, an extra 5% just is not worth. The skill book says these are so precious. Precious, these epics. So I've taken to kind of leaving a lot of the 4 stars alone where they're at now. And not bothered to, kind of... I mean, they wouldn't be a waste, but sometimes there's more to the specials too, like, and not just direct damage. Like, sometimes it'll increase more than one thing. Damage over time, for instance, or how much heal or how much defense or whatever. It just depends on the special, but the skill books for her are only going to increase the damage by 5%, and I don't think it's worth the cost. So I'm probably going to leave her at this 8 mark. But, I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, like, I don't buy them. I just rely on what the system gives me, so I kind of got to be picky with who I put them on. Alright, let's go into the talent grid, and she is Demolitions class. So let's run down that. Holy cow, I have 575 of these? Jesus, just start using them. For how much I do use her, and she pretty much comes out every war too, because we're in a lot of battles with blue tanks. She'd be a 4-star in my opinion. That would be worthy of the emblems, just like Ox would, another green. So, alright. Shell Shock. 4% chance to remove buffs on the target when dealing damage. So this can certainly be helpful, especially if you're about to aim at a counter attack. Like I sometimes do. If you watch some of my videos, I just hit through the counter attack anyway. Because I'm sometimes dumb like that. But yeah, that certainly is handy. And to have some damage done by while removing the buff is pretty cool as well. So not a bad thing. So 4% chance, that'd be 8, 12, 16, probably 20. Yeah, so 20% chance if you head all the way down here with emblems on her. Now, she's an attacking hero, so I would go attack and defenses. And considering she has that pretty good defensive stat anyway, that's just going to make her hella hard to get rid of probably by the time you go all the way down the talent grid. So I'd be definitely heading heading in the attack and defense as much as I can. So I probably maybe go this side, even though there's not an attack there. Increases defense by 18 points or 36 health points. I mean, her health isn't too shabby either, so I don't know. I'd probably keep on buffing up the defenses as much as I could. Critical chance bonus right in the middle tier, so that's cool. You get that no matter what if you go all the way down here with emblems. Attack there again. Where's the speed? The very bottom, I think, is it? Yeah. So I definitely go speed here. But I mean, it's not really gonna help. It'll put her at like 51, which is still kind of the bottom of that average breakpoint here. She would need to get to, what is it, 57 to be fast. So I don't know, it's not a bad thing to put this on her because there probably will be some green speed weapon options in the future. And I think on one of the weapons of the month, the former weapon of the month, one of them was dodge, and there was another one that did have like 6 speed points on it, maybe? Yeah, so that could be an option in the future, and then she would only need, if she was 51, once you put these emblems on her, she would only need, what, 2, 4, 6 more speed points to get to 57 and be fast and drop a tile off of charging her up. So something to think about. Yeah, I don't know why some of the green weapons are so crummy. There's just not a lot of variety. But let's run through those now. And the Master Weapon event is actually on, which is cool. Way to go, defense. Won one, lost one. Batting 50%. Alright. So we do have the green for the weapon of the month, the Spelunker. Now, this one isn't bad defensively, I don't think, at all. Look at the health points you would be adding to her if you did need to use her for defense. Or defense in the tourneys, right? So, this is, and then the resistance to the status ailments is pretty cool. And those are okay stats. Not fantastic. I've definitely seen ones with higher stats. So yeah, I can imagine people will be split on this weapon of the month. I wouldn't mind it myself, just to have some more variety for weapons. It does seem pretty average, and it is more geared towards defense for sure. But you can obviously use it on offense if you need to. Alright, so Master Weapons. Hey, there's the Carnivore right up front. Alright, so this one doesn't have a bad attack stat on it. And this one is a bleed. So, having her as an AoE hitter, she would hit 3 with this bleed, and then of course it would stack. And then of course, once her special goes off, that blocking of the new status ailments for her allies that are right beside her is awesome to have too. That's what I really like about her. It's that kind of niche little part of her special. So how cool is this though? You could throw status ailment along with the damage she does, and then you can block new incoming status ailments. Pretty wicked combo. Alright, so I have the snake bite in my roster, but I don't have the 5-star ones, so I'll find the other one, which is it's the Glim. I call it the Glim, the GLM. There it is, right there. This is a good one too, and for both offense and defense. That has great defenses actually. 240, that stat is very high. That's nice. And the weapon perk is to hit through dodge and blinding, and then of course you get critical chance. So this is a great one for war, and you could use it defensively as well. I would put this on her for sure if I had it for war. And I actually do use the snake bite on her quite a bit. That's probably, I try to put the snake bites on the green AoE hitters, so they can they have that chance with 3 enemies to possibly hit through the blinding or and then the critical chance with the tile damage, right? So I would love a copy of this one, but I do have 2 snake bites. I've been lucky enough to snag 2 of those, so that's pretty cool. And as you know, I'm a big fan of critical chance. I love upping tile damage if I can, so that's a good one. Alright, I'm just gonna go into my roster here to show the rest. Speaking of snakebite, right there. Stats are not too bad on this one, and then of course it's just a little bit lower than what the Glim is for hitting through that dodge, and then it's only 26% critical chance, which is still great, rather than 28. And then the last master weapon is the 3-star Bennett. And this is not a bad option too if you have it. It's another bleed one, so same kind of thing as the carnivore, where you can hit 3 opponents and then you got the bleed on all of them. It will stack if you get enough green tiles to charge her up again within 2 turns. And then of course she's gonna block new incoming status ailments on herself and her allies. So really nice combinations with the bleed master weapons if you do have them. And really the other, really any of the master weapons, because of course she can get hit through the damn dodge that is just driving us all nuts, I'm sure. Alright, assassin, so critical chance. But here's what I mean. This is a good attack stat on this one too. Here's what I mean though about armor damage, like the 41%. It's like, really? And then there's another one, armor damage in the leaf blade. That one has a pretty good attack stat too though for a 4-star. The 186 there. Alright, dodge, so good defensively. Absolutely. No question, this is probably one of the better green weapons out there. I swear. Oh, that's pretty sad to say though. I honestly, Small Giant, give green weapons more better bonuses here, guys. I swear. Alright, 11% dodge is great, and then of course you got 192 for defense. So not a bad one to use at all. And I've actually on some of the tourneys used this one on defense. Because why wouldn't you go for the dodge and drive your opponent crazy when it goes off 186% of the time, not 11. Alright, so the Sternhawk. Not bad stats on this one, but it's just 100 health points, which isn't a bad option either, really. It'll just add to her health a little bit. And there's my other snakebite, which I gotta finish off. Alright, and then the assault is resistance. And then you got the Mark III at critical chance, 5% critical chance. I like these ones in the
ready to save
for the rare events. Otherwise, I don't use them too much. Okay, so there's a couple more in here that I don't have, so let's do the Warhead. Now, I like this one as a defensive weapon. I do think it's a sacrificial weapon too, though, I really do. But I would keep 1 copy of this and then sacrifice any other ones I get, because let's face it, the status ailments are crazy that you can throw, so hey, defensively, if I don't have a good dodge weapon or a good, well, really, I use the critical chance one on defense a lot right now, and this is more, the assassin is more of an offensive weapon. So if I got a warhead, I would switch it up and use it for defense. I absolutely would. And then there's the other one there. 28% critical chance, again with the damn armor damage. So, another offensive-based one is the Reptilian here. So, yeah, something to think about if you're looking for some variety too. That always crosses my mind now after the Tank Bane fiasco where I left it sitting in my roster waiting to sacrifice it, and then I clued in and went, wait a minute, I'm using red weapons that are pretty much made for offense on my defense when I've got a great defensive weapon sitting there. So now that one's on my Jocasta. So now this always crosses my mind when I'm thinking about weapons, and I would definitely keep a copy of this and get it and probably use it on my defense. So yeah, pretty good. And I think that's it. I think I got all the copies, the rest of the copies of the greens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that covers the weapons. So there are a little, some variety, but I'm just not thrilled with a lot of the green weapons options out there, to be quite honest. So, alright, let's take her in. Who are the bosses on this one? Ithaca. Alright, let's play a board here and put her in. Okay, so I should take 2 reds since it's a green boss. Let's put her right in the middle and see how she does. Now, there's no dodge or anything, so I'm not too worried about that. So I don't need to put the snake bite on her, but so let's use the critical chance, so we up tile damage. So this one's a critical chance weapon. That one, this is speed, and that's got dodge in it. Alright. And I need to do some battle items out big time. I really do. Let's take some energy drinks. I don't think I'll really need any battle items anyway, not for this low. As I get into the higher stages I will, but this one should be fine to play out. It's kind of nice to be able to stock up on some items too, with the seasonal being out now finally. I mean, I farm lots, but I still go through lots too. So far, I'm in the top 100 for the event, the Master Weapons event, so I'm just kind of replaying a few boards here and there to make sure that I stay in that top 100. And I might as well hit this one since its defense is down to green. I find this event fun. I like the pumpkin bombs. It's not like some of the other events where like in Empires and Puzzles where the Christmas event, the damn ice blocks seem to block up your board and help out the enemies on the stage more than they actually help out your team. The pumpkin bombs here help your team get through it faster, right? It's actually a boost for your team. Oh, those ice blocks annoy me. Yeah, I didn't find the Christmas event in Empires and Puzzles very fun to play. Same with the Easter event. Whoa, what's that? The Easter event in Empires and Puzzles. They're bombs too, aren't they? I just can't remember which ones. Oh, hey. Defense down to green. Do that. Oh, they're egg bombs, aren't they? That's an egg bomb thing on that one. I don't know if Ithaca throws any status ailments, does she? I don't think so. No. But this is the status ailment shield there. Immune to new status ailments, turns left 2. So that's where I think she partly shines. That's kind of a niche thing. Not too many heroes have that in their special, and I really like using her against ones like Haruto or whatnot that you know are going to throw status ailments. And then, of course, if they have a master weapon on them as well, it'll block that. So that has saved my butt in war a few times where they've been immune to status ailments, which is great because, of course, I'm running out of health on my heroes and I might not have a healer left, and then all of a sudden Elif goes off and then she blocks the burn or the poison or whatnot, so it's pretty cool. I find Ithaca a rather annoying hero to deal with actually myself. Don't see her too much though in defenses or anything anymore. So I haven't really taken a good look at her stats or anything. I should, but that's what I find annoying right there, these damn ghouls. It's almost as bad. It's having like a mini reviver. I should pay attention. Half the time I'm not even looking at when the pumpkin bomb's filled again. So she does have some good synergy with some heroes too, which is cool. And her and Ox do make a good pair together. It's like a 1-2 punch, which is cool. So I do actually pair them up quite a bit on a green stack. Alright, let's throw this and get rid of her so she doesn't revive anybody again. Bye, Ithaca! Alright, so she's definitely worth leveling up a copy of. As far as, yeah, she is one of my favored 4-star heroes for sure, so I really like her. So, upcoming Merc event is Purple Heroes, so I don't know how much I'll use her because I'll be stacking yellows a lot for it. But yeah, she'll probably see some action in it. Alright folks, we'll cut it there and have a fantastic rest of your day.